While you watch or listen to the following, please consider this. Everything you hear is a lie. Susan Smith spent over a week denying that she had murdered her two sons, 3-year-old Michael and 14-month-old Alexander. In 1994, she drowned them in a South Carolina lake. This playlist is called When They Lie.
Get to figure out which way he's going.
What kind of car is it? We need to know something.
We're trying to ask her now. A Mazda Protege. What color was it? A burgundy Mazda Protege.
Get him going, Pam. I got 2 kids.
Okay.
That's a black guy, she said.
Black male?
Yes, ma'am.
Which way?
Do you know which way he went?
Daddy, I said she know which way he went. Told us.
Did he have a gun?
Okay, wait till he comes back.
He's trying to get her out of her now.
Did he have any weapons, gun, anything?
Did he have a... Look, going towards Chester. Did he have a gun or weapon? Anything? Say he had a gun? Yeah. He's got a gun.
Got a gun.
Yes, ma'am. Hello?
Okay, we're getting him on the way.
Okay.
Give me your name.
Rick McLeod's my name. Do you need us to tell you anything from our yard or anything?
Okay, can you get a tag number out of her?
Daddy, please can you get a tag? House number.
It's hard to keep, have hope. I've after this long a time, I just don't feel like, it's just been so long, and I think if they were okay, then they would have been found by now, but the hardest part is just not knowing. And my heart just aches, and I miss them so much. I just can't express it, and it's just a tragedy. And I just pray and pray and pray that they'll come home safe.
We are in Phoenix this morning, but across the country from here, the kidnapping of 2 little boys, 3-year-old Michael Smith and his 14-month-old brother Alex, has gripped the town of Union, South Carolina. From the beginning, on October 25th, their mother Susan has maintained that she was the victim of a carjack, that her sons were caught in the middle. Right now, we want to go to Union to get the story firsthand from Susan Smith and her husband David. Susan, how are you doing this morning?
Doing okay. Very little sleep last night, but I'm okay.
There was some news yesterday and some promising leads in this case. How are you coping with the disappointment of the news from yesterday?
I was running around my house yesterday morning all excited. I really thought that they had really found something that was, I really thought they had found one of my children, and when I got to the courthouse and found out that the lead had disintegrated, or when there was nothing there, I was very devastated, very disappointed. Got my hopes up and was let down, but I haven't given up hope. That was maybe one of many disappointments, but maybe the next gonna be right.
David, where do you think your children are?
I have no idea.
Do you hold out hope that they're still alive?
Yes, we both do, very strongly.
This is going to be a little bit difficult to talk about, but even folks in Union wonder about the both of you. They wonder if all of the truth of this story has been told. Susan, what do you say to that?
I say that on my behalf, the truth has been told. I know right here what the truth is. I can I can see from their side why they have to do the things they have to do. But the Lord and myself both know the truth. I did not have anything to do with the abduction of my children. I don't think any parent could love their children any more than I do, and I'd never even think about ever doing anything that would harm them. And yes, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Susan.
I was just going to say it's very painful to have the finger pointed at you when it's your children involved.
David, this is as equally a difficult question. Are you satisfied that that's true?
That what's true?
That Susan has told everything she knows?
Yes. I believe my wife totally.
Susan, we're led to believe that investigators spent quite a bit of time at your place yesterday. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And what do you think they were looking for?
I have no idea. I granted them permission to search my house under the impression that was one of the normalities of the investigation. As far as what they were looking for, what they took, I have no knowledge of that.
David, the question that arises in people who have been following this so closely, and certainly you have to know how much emotion that this has generated across the country, is why someone who would be interested in carjacking or stealing a car would want to continue to take a couple of little kids with them. Have you been able to fathom that, or could you think of why someone would want to kidnap a couple of little kids unless there was some ransom or something involved?
No, I have no idea why the suspect why he even took the children and why he has not released them yet. We have no knowledge whatsoever.
Susan, what do you think?
I think it takes a very sick and emotionally unstable person to be able to take two beautiful children like that, to be able to keep them from their parents, to keep them from where they do belong. I can't imagine why anybody would want to do such a thing as what has happened.
David, what message do you have for folks around the country who are watching right now?
That the American people, that this nation, that they don't give up on Michael and Alex, that they continue to search for the vehicle, for the children, or for the suspect himself, and that they keep our family, me and my wife and our family, but especially Michael and Alex, in their prayers, and keep searching until they are found.
David and Susan, we thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you. You're very welcome.
Done. Clear. Clear.
To say to whoever has my children that they please bring them home. Whoever has them, that the Lord would let him realize that they are missed and loved more than any children in this world. Have been torn apart by this tragic event.
As Susan Smith begged for her children's safe return, the Sheriff's Department was already targeting her as a prime suspect.
And I pray that whoever has them, that the Lord would let him realize that they are missed and loved more than any children in this world. We just got to get them home. That's just where they belong, with their mama and daddy. I have prayed every day. And there's not 1 minute that goes by that I don't think about these boys. I can't express how much they are wanting back home, how much we love them, we miss them. I would like to say to whoever has my children that they please bring them home.